When I was 5 years old, there was no way that I imagined myself like being in logistics one day and dealing with freight.
Started as a receptionist. It wasn't what I wanted. I wanted to be out in the warehouse.
I worked at a warehouse that was run by the owner and CEO of ShipHero.
Started off as the head of CS for our software division. At that point in time, it had a whopping 5 team members. Currently have 50 CS team members.
I was not seeking this industry, to be honest. I'm so happy I found it because I just luckily love it.
Over the last 4.5 years, the best part of my job is seeing people grow. I love that part. Whether it's Christian taking over a team as a WAM, Danielle going from team manager to individual contributor, seeing people excel and work their way up the ranks in the company has been amazing.
When they created fulfillment, I was pretty much the first support person that they brought over there, that the company would trust me enough to help build those departments. It's just cool to see the whole thing come to life.
Jen and Maggie, watching them, they're hands-on with their teams. They're there to help them and be an example for what to achieve.
She exudes this strength, right? This confidence, tenacity, right? Despite how crazy her schedule is most of the time, she'll still make time to meet with you and just make you feel heard and important. I know that a lot of us within ShipHero look up to her in that sense.
They're pioneering ways of doing things, and they're so strategic and they're so smart. I want to be a part of the women pioneering this.
I saw Misty presenting, and I have goosebumps thinking about it right now. As she got in there, she hired that team, she has a job, and she did it. And what her plan is, it's awesome.
Being a woman in this industry in particular can be a super interesting spot to be in. Any of the kind of opposition that I've come against has always been from outside of ShipHero, and that's not something that you see everywhere. Just really being able to work side by side with these other women who are just absolute powerhouses. I get the luxury of getting to communicate with people like Jen and Maggie every day who are just absolute rock stars, and kind of being able to see them shine definitely gives me that confidence to kind of want to do my best as well and be that example for someone else down the road.
Everyone in ShipHero is their work ethic, but Caitlin coming in as just starting to book freight and now is running all special projects, all of remote team, seeing her growth and crushing it. It's inspiring, and I'm just so glad she's on my team. In the sense of she's part of ShipHero.
What better way to get replaced by someone that you train and you taught than you did your job? You help people grow, and that's another thing that we do here is who wants to learn, how much do you want to learn, and how many of you are willing to learn?
I think that the company really celebrates uniqueness, and I really enjoy that. I love the people that I work with.
So many young women that I've worked with, they have this limiting factor of I can only do this, and you can't do that to yourself, right? There's nobody setting that boundary except for you.
Not just in warehousing and logistics. I mean, I see it in male-dominated fields. Pro here, you're seeing it, right? I see that there's programs now that are really introducing supply chain to women, because I think it's just advantageous to have within a company for those diverse perspectives. The ideas that are going to come to fruition, your possibilities are endless.
If you know something, share the knowledge. Don't really keep it to yourself.
Regardless of, being a woman or not, you just have to, do really good work, and that work stands for itself, and people respect that. When I started out I believed I could do whatever. I didn't listen to the no's, because it's your confidence in yourself that will help you aspire to whatever, your goals are in life. And it's those things, and surround yourself with those positive people, and that will do you more good than anything else, I think, in this industry or any industry that you choose.
Women stepped up, and now they're thriving and growing, and that opportunity is there for women now. I think we've come a long way.
I'm lucky enough to have a supervisor that saw something in me before I ever worked in fulfillment, and now I find myself being so passionate about what I do every single day because I get to use those skills.
When I look around and see how many incredible women we have in leadership positions and a good group of people that are building something interesting, it's inspiring, and I just think, wow, that's magic right there.